Hello, Miss. This is a project for reduction of delivery time in the home delivery service in the supermarket. We, Antonio Ormaza and Soledad Ramos. This is the leader of the project, and the project advisor is Ingrid Anak. In the summary, we have the background, diagram process, summary analysis, and problem stage. We have the project team in the supermarket is conformed with continuous improvement manager and the e-commerce seller. This is the background of the process. We have the products, activities, location, supply chain, and customer. In the current situation, we had basically 20 samples. We had a service time of the 52 28 minutes. This is a 49% to the increase to the target time of the company. This is 35 minutes. We had the response variable y, this is delivery service time, and delivery service time, this is the preparation plus billing plus shipment time. We had the measure process, and we show you the diagram process. They identified two bottlenecks, and we had the different process of the dispatch method measure. We had the data reliability plan. We had the variable preparation. For example, the validation method is the comparison between the two means, and the size of the sample is 24 for each variable. In the stage of analysis, we have the diagram of Chicago, and we divide the method, materials, manpower, environment, focus on the focus problem. We have the diagram of the cause and effect matrix, and we show the input variable. For example, delaying the conforming process, we have the ponderation of the 21%. We had the potential cost. We had the inability of the sharing supermarket available products to the clients, delaying the conforming process. There is a standardized process of the communication with the customer. We have the cost verification plan. We show you for example, the variable one. We had the inability of the sharing of the supermarket. This is how to check the method, bar chart, and two sample tests. Who verify is the leader of the projects, Soledad Ramos Antonio Ormaza, in the supermarket. This is a 5-way analysis. We have 5-way analysis for the root cause. This is a meaning of the root cause. This is the act is not meet for the purpose, and the tools necessary for the sharing products via the dispatch method were not analyzed correctly. And this is the other way analysis for the other verification cost. There is a standardized process of the communication with the customer. And this is two root cause for the analysis. The tools necessary for the sharing products via dispatch method were not correctly analyzed, and the standardization of the communication process was not doesn't contemplate the original definition of the process. In the stage of the proof, we had the brainstorming for the solutions for the two root cause. And the economic analysis, we had the values for each root cause. For example, in the first, the tool necessary for the sharing products via the dispatch method, we had a solution proposed the develop a program for the customer to access the product inventory. This is caused about involved technologies. We don't have represent costs for the supermarket, because it's involved in the normal function on the current recursos. In the impact effort matrix, we had the different solutions for the root cause, and we had to number for each. This is an impact matrix method, and we select the.
No, for the impact matrix, what we did, as we see before in another slide, that we separate them into letters so we can differentiate them, and then we realize how much impact and how effort they're going to take. This is for the prioritization. Of course, with the solutions that we got, we prioritize again so that we can realize which one of the solutions were more important than others and had to be implemented before because of a little amount of time that we had available. Now, as you can see here, we had the root cause, the priority, the proposed solution for that root cause, the analysis of why is that impact and effort, and if it was selected or no. Now, here we have the solution explanation for each one of the 3 solutions that we selected. Now, for the example, the first one, develop a base of best-selling products to share with the customers via this dispatching method per store. This is a base that is going to be developed by the analyst of the company. That will have the products that are most purchased by ticket in this dispatch method. So it's going to be, if it's going to be ranked, it's going to be top 15 of them. And the purpose of this is that they are so common bought that the customers will have more impulse to buy them when you go and share them the base. As we got here, the access and the load of this will be by the e-commerce seller. Now we have here a little model of how it's going to be a solution explained. It is mostly how much information they are going to have. We wanted to narrow the most possible, so it's really simple also for the client. And just the thing that they're going to ask, that is the brand, the weight, and the price. Here we have other solutions. For the solutions of standardize the customer communication process at each stage to streamline the transaction, we decide that we're going to make a training plan for the customers, the e-commerce seller, so they can improve their communication skills that were not contemplated in the first stage of all this dispatching method. And for the solution number 3, we made a manual. We're going to be a manual with all the management and downloading of the WhatsApp business, which is the best tool for this type of dispatching method. The next one. Now here we have the solution implementation plan. Now we know what we're going to do and how we're going to do it. We need to realize when and all the other elements. For example, we have here the solution, why we're going to implement it, how, where, when, who, and the cost. As we have already said, the cost is going to be 0 because it's going to be developed internally. Next one. Now we are in the stage of control. We have the solution that we want to implement. We know how, where, and how much they're going to cost. We need to do the implementation of them. For example, the first one, develop a base, we went for each stage of the company. We did a requirement, we did test with the IT analysis, and then we were with the e-commerce seller when she received the first one of these bases. We wanted also to realize if she can understand it fully well, if not, wasn't as complex enough. We were okay with that, and now we program how she has to communicate that base to the clients. Here we have the mail that she received every day, that is automatic. A little benefits. Then we have each solution. In the second one, we have the standardizing the communication. For this e-commerce seller specifically, we did a training face-to-face because she was close to us, and we have all the data was taken in that store. So her training was different than the other ones nationwide that is going to be virtual. We have here some pictures. That is a model that we did in the training platform of the company, so the other e-commerce sellers can train also. Next. For the final, we have the automatic message. We have here some examples of how it was before and after. Then we also have a little picture of the manual that we made, the manual that was approved, and it's also going to be in the manual space of the company. That stays there. Also, that is involved also in the control plan of how they're going to read it and how they're going to actualize it, even if it's needed. Next. Here we have the manual. Some data that we realized from the automatic measurement perception, because we did a little survey for the clients, because this type of solutions were not so easy to get how much the perception of the client was. So we did a survey. We have here the capacity analysis of the data, the after data. Now we have that the CP is more than one, so the process is capable. It's important to highlight that the limits of this process was made based on the principal objective of our process that was 43.64 minutes. The stability analysis, we can say that the variables are normal, the data that is normal and that is capacity and that is stable. We have the hypothesis testing, where we realized that we have a new medium, a new service time that was 40.86 in comparison of the initial for 52.28. So our goal was 43.68. So we reached the goal and we made it a little more for the company to have that overview. We have the control plan, that is how we're going to, what we're going to do, who we're going to control it, why, how, when, information and elements that are going to help that these solutions are in the long way. The economic justification, this is analysis that we did about the man-hour cost that is going to be saved. We also have the social justification, that are the how many commercial sellers we have, because the better the satisfaction of the process, the more orders are going to be, and it's going to eventually be in the need to have a new e-commerce seller, but that is not contemplated right now by the company. And lastly, we have the environmental justification, that is mostly that, first of all, people don't go out of their houses because we have the delivery, and also that people that are specialized in wrapping the products are the ones that are doing, so we are using the less plastic as possible. That is the triple bottom line that we identify first. Now we have the results, and that will be all. Thank you.